Hello and welcome back to Sarah's Country Cottage. A little different video today. We're starting off in the English Lake District. We've had a lovely morning in Ulverston and right now we've just stopped to have a look at this beautiful view. We've turned off the A59 and it's a tiny quiet little lane making our way to the A593. It's the most beautiful, glorious day. And now you'll see us moving quite quickly down the roads from the Coniston village along the way to Skelwith Bridge. Some beautiful scenery. It's a beautiful sunny day. I think it was reaching highs of 21. It's just absolutely stunning. We were actually listening to Classic FM at the time, so I'm recording over it. I don't want any copyright issues. And also you can hear me and Robert. I'm telling him, can you not go any slower? But of course there's always somebody behind you trying to G you along. So we're just quietly driving along and we come past one of my favourite places to stop and look at is Yew Tree Farm. And here we go. So he's just pulled up so a car can pass. It gives me a chance to zoom in and show you. Isn't it idyllic? So beautiful. So we set off again, going up the lanes. We're just waiting for another car to pass. And then he's on his way. We do live in the most beautiful countryside. So while we're driving along, we do have a lovely day. And we end up going to one of my current favourite places to go, because right now with the units that they have, it really is somewhere good to go and have a look. And this is the Antiques Emporium in Kendal, and it's lots of different units, and they've had a few new what do they call them, new vendors. And so there's some really nice, interesting things. And I always see something I want. And even yesterday, I got a few things. And I'm going to show you a couple of them soon. Because one of the things I've got is spurring me on to to decorate our boot room. So shortly, when this little journey finishes, I'm going to show you our boot room. And this boot room, well, I never show it on Instagram. I used to put a few photographs on. It's never been on YouTube yet. It is quite dark because it's at the back of the house. It faces north. And the room, when I first moved in, I painted it very dark. It's by Farrow and Ball. I think it's called Brinjal. It's a very dark kind of aubergine colour. And I like it because it hides a multitude of sins. And I want to keep that. But I want to create some faux paneling. And this wallpaper that I got by Sandberg, I got a sample to do and I love it. And I've got a tiny bit of the sample left because part of the sample I cut up to frame. And I bought a roll of it because I thought I only need a roll to do our bathroom. But I don't want to use it in our bathroom. I think it might look nice in the boot room. So when our little trip ends, I'm going to take you to our boot room and show you our boot room for the first time and what I'd like to do to it. So let's enjoy this beautiful blue sky, the beautiful Cumbrian fells, as we're making our way to Skelwith Bridge. It really is idyllic. Such a warm, lovely day. Very busy too. You can see hikers all the way. Everyone's parked where they possibly can. And everyone's having a lovely time. It really is a beautiful part of the world. It is quite worrying how dry it's been. I can't remember rain really throughout the month of April and now in May. And I've just checked the forecast and there's no rain for the next week. It's going to be highs of 24. Very warm for May. So, lots of greenery. Oh, I hope it doesn't become arid if we are to become more and more dry. It's our rain that makes England so beautiful. Beautiful trees, beautiful rolling fields and fells and mountains. So really we do need some rain to keep this beautiful country looking so lush and vibrant. What was lovely yesterday was seeing all the hawthorn blossom. You can see snippets, there we go. You can see the white blossom as we pass. That's all for the hawthorn. The chestnuts are all in flower as well. You can see there's quite a lot of hawthorn. It really is beautiful. My heart has always been in the lakes and will always be in the lakes. It's somewhere we go to often. But it is getting very busy now. A lot of tourists. So we tend to go more in the winter time when it's not quite so busy. But we do love it. Oh, if you can hear that banging, my husband's just entered. And I think he's just knocked over the shelf. So just bear with me because he's stuck at the back door. Just a moment, Robert. We're just enjoying this lovely scenery from yesterday. Isn't it stunning? I'm going to have to go and rescue my husband. He's stuck at the back door because I've propped this new shelf against it. Now then, how long have we to go? Are we making our way down to Skelwith Bridge? No. Just a moment, love. Yes, here we go. So the next time I speak, we will be in the boot room and I will have rescued my husband that I've seemed to have locked out by propping up this bookshelf at the back door. I must go and apologise and rescue him. So I'll see you again briefly. I hope you've enjoyed this little route through the Lake District. And here we are now, this is Skelwith Bridge. So here I am now. Robert's been safely rescued. He's now just doing the dishes. He's just been out to our local church this morning. So I'm just looking out the window of our boot room. So this is the back door. It's the door, look, there's our gardening hats. Do you like mine? Love that, it's full of roses. So this is our back door. It's the door that we use in and out all the time. It's onto the drive where we park the cars. And this is the little shelf that I got yesterday. I don't know if you can make it out. And this is what I propped against the back door and forgot while I went to do a voiceover. Oh, and you know, I don't know if I have just caused a little bit of damage. So it's my own fault that when Robert came back in, he knocked it over, opening the door. But then because it fell flat on the ground, he couldn't actually get through. Which is why you could hear that little kerfuffle earlier on, and I'm saying, sorry, Robert. Anyway, so this shelf I saw, and I thought it would be lovely for our boot room. So, and what I'd like to do is put it up here on the wall. I'm going to put the light on So this room, oh, move my fingers out the way. So this is our boot room, and it is a boot room because it's a bit like a farmhouse. You know, we don't have, our driveway's gravel and mud, so it's muddy boots. In fact, they're there on the floor and all to the other side of the room, but I'll not show you them. Well, it's also the coats. So we do have this lovely, I found this coat hook when we first moved in from the local antique shop. It's brilliant for all our coats, and I'm going to keep that there. And I love this colour paint. So you know, it's very dark. It's by Farrow and Ball. I can't think, have I got the tin in here? Anyway, when I do the room, I'll tell you in details what it is, or maybe I'll find out and write it below. So yesterday when we were out, and I saw this lovely wooden shelf, and I could just see it in the boot room with this wallpaper behind it. Now that's by Sandberg, and I just thought, oh, that would look lovely behind it. And initially got that wallpaper for our bathroom, but meanwhile I just think it would lend itself to this room, because as well as it being the boot room, it's also, oh, I'm banging into things. We have this lovely big cupboard that belonged to a dear friend, and this holds so much for us. Oh, we've got so much stored in here. And you can see my burlyware on top that I've been collecting for many, many years. And then the windowsill. Can you see, look at those, can you see the jams? Let me try and get a bit closer. Can you see the jams in this little egg coop? They're by Crabtree and Evelyn. I don't think you can get them anymore. I'm not sure what part of Crabtree and Evelyn is still going, but this is from when they still had the shops, and I loved the labels so much I didn't open them. I think I've had them, oh goodness, they'll be 20 years old. Jam, older than 20 years old. How ridiculous, but hey, that's me. So yes, it's very country style, but what I love, and I love the look of, is a potting shed. So as well as being a boot room, and it's also, I mean, this is our central heating. It's a good job our boiler man won't be watching these videos. And this is the second thing I got yesterday. I love spades like this. And this was obviously an old spade that broke, and someone's made it into a little dibber. Perfect size for a dibber. If you're pricking out something a bit bigger, you know, in those little seedlings. So this corner is very much my little potting shed. I mean, we have a little shed outside, but it's crammed with all the things that we really do need to work with outside, whereas this part of our potting shed are antique bits that I wouldn't want to use. The old sieves, some little pots that I decoupaged many years ago. In fact, you know, they're probably about 25 years old, maybe even older. And the old trug, old baskets with string. And this spirit level here, that belonged to my granddad Joe. Then I've got rope hung up, and then this little shelf, Moments of Joy. That's by Emma Bridgewater. Then another little old jug filled with some faux strawberries. So I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, it's not shabby chic, it's not cosy cottage. This is country living, and I like this style too. I love the potting shed feel. I'd love to have a little potting shed outside that I could faff with like this. So until that ever happens, if that ever happens, this will be my little potting shed corner. So now that I've got these new shelves here, it's spurring me on, and this is a room that I do want to decorate, because I painted it when we first moved in, almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in June next month, And what I want to do is the panelling, the faux panelling that I've been doing throughout the house. I think the room that is the most successful is our bedroom, and that's where I've put a batten going across and a batten going down and painted it all one colour, and then I've wallpapered across. So that's what I want to go in here. That's what I want to do. And initially I wanted to do it kind of high, so I don't know if you can see. So that's our door into the kitchen. You see this piece of bamboo here? That's got black marks on it. That's our dipstick for the oil tank when we know how much oil we've got left. Oh dear, it's a case of make do round here. So I'd like to do it because we're on a budget. We're always on a budget, especially right now at the moment. There's some personal current circumstances, which I don't need to go into. But anyway, we are on a budget and I would like to decorate. And I do love this Sandberg wallpaper. I think it'll lighten the room, but in order for expense, because I think it's about £100 a roll, if I go high with my panelling, it won't take as much wallpaper. And I also like to do that because it makes my wallpapering a lot easier, and I'm no professional, and I like to make it as easy as I possibly can for myself. So I should probably just do a short amount to use less wallpaper. And I like how it looks. I like high panelling. Now the only issue I would have is with this wall and where I want this little shelf to go, is that the shelf would drop lower than the panelling. But you know what, as I'm going through this video with you now, I think I would maybe put the shelving up and work the panelling around it, because ideally I do want to have this wallpaper as a backing for the shelves. So maybe I can position the shelves and then get the panelling to work so it'll dip. So the panelling will dip lower where the shelving is, and then therefore I can wallpaper behind the shelves, because then that'll show off whatever I put on the shelves, because my plan is to still use this colour paint. And I know most of you are going to hate it, and it's actually looking a lot more redder here than it is. It really is a deep, dark, rich colour, but it's nice contrast. And the reason why I've done it like that is because, like here in this corner, you can't see it, but we've got the pipes showing. And like here, you can see there's like built out around the pipes, and they've previously, whoever did it, they've not done the best job. And I'm not a joiner. I can't afford a joiner right now, so it's a case of what I can do myself. So that is what I'm going to do. So watch this space. I don't know when I'm going to start. Like I said, we're on a budget. I do have the paper, but I need to buy the battens, you see. And also, as you can see, I've got quite a lot to empty, and it's where to put them while I'm decorating. And also at the moment, every spare moment I have is working in the garden, because there's so much to do out there, and I'm really enjoying the garden. Can you see? And out there along the fence, I've got a new clematis opening, a white one. I'm not sure of the name, but that's where I need to go right now. So I'm going to sign off this video, and I hope you like seeing my boot route for the first time, and maybe the next time you'll see it, I'll have made some progress